Welcome back. I'm Adrienne, your expert on all things custom home building and luxury. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend how much fun we have on the Fraser Homes channel. So today we are talking about the hidden cost in home building. Now, we say hidden cost as if it is some kind of trickery or tuck away, but that's really not what we mean here. What we're talking about is the fact that these are costs that are not necessarily overt costs that you can just put on your spreadsheet when you're developing your estimate. So what's one of the costs? One of the costs is site prep. So generally speaking, when you purchase a lot and you decide that you want to have Fraser Homes build your beautiful fully custom home, you don't realize that there are site conditions that go along with the actual build. So you've bought this lot, you think the lot is going to be beautiful, it's got a beautiful view, but what are the costs that we didn't think about when we purchased the lot? So some examples would be the soil conditions. Do we have the right kind of soil to build upon that lot? Drainage. Do we need retaining walls? Tree removal. All of those things are considerations that we do not know up front as your builder, because we have to be able to discover that information after you have purchased your lot and we decide that we want to build. This also leads us into the site plan or the plot plan. You've heard me talk about this before, where we want to understand the typography of the lot and we have our engineers. This is where we can decide how to position your home, and we can actually see the sloping and the grade. We can do all of that, and that is called site conditions. So that is a hidden cost. Another one is utility connections. So it's very important that you understand that, particularly in Cincinnati, Ohio, Duke Energy will only run up to 200 yards, okay? So that is from the street, and 200 yards is where the utility connection is going to go. If we have to go back further, it's going to be a $5,000. It is a $5,000 charge regardless, even if it's just 2 extra yards. So we want to know that up front, and we want to prepare you for that aspect. You would see that in our specifications that we tell you up front, Fraser Homes, we have a maximum of 200 yards, and after that, it's going to be a $5,000 charge. But again, that's a cost that sometimes people are not factoring in the overall cost of their construction. Another is landscaping. So landscaping sometimes gets overlooked. We are looking at the house and we love the structure. We love that black diamond velour brick that we always see down there in Triple Crown. And so we get so hung up on the fit and finishes, the light fixtures and the flooring, that we forget about the landscaping. And so sometimes your HOA has a particular landscaping requirement. So it's really important that your builder is talking to you about what your landscaping needs to look like. And of course, Fraser is thinking of those things, because remember, we ask at least 500 questions. Another is permits and zoning. So sometimes we have to have variances, we have to have relief. If you want certain aspects in your home, if you want the roof a little higher, or you want to have a pool that is going to require a particular drainage style and retaining walls, those will require the local municipalities will have to have some say about that. Again, those are costs that are not always foreseen because we don't know what the final product is going to be. And finally, your furnishings, your textiles, your window treatments. These are things that Fraser Homes, we don't get involved in those kind of things because we don't general contract those, if you will. We do support in making sure that you have the proper designers and decorators to help you with that. But God forbid you're house poor and you can't put window treatments up and you can't furnish your home. We don't want to see that happen. And so those are costs that you have to consider. Do you want to bring your old furniture from your other residence, or do you want to have brand new items? Those costs can balloon out of control when you're furnishing 5, 6, 10, 20,000 square feet homes that we're building. And so there you have it. Those are some of the hidden costs. Those are not all of the costs that we could think of, but those are some of the top ones. And if your builder is not talking to you about that up front, it means they don't know the difference.